Have you seen enough of me? Or are you tired of Diazable reviews? Hey, what's up everyone? It's your boy Matt Diazable coming at you with a new music review. Thanks for coming on by. I appreciate it. Today I am checking out a band called Spy with their latest EP called Seen Enough. If you've kept up with my channel, you know I've covered this band before, but if you're new and don't know who this band is, Spy is a San Jose hardcore slash punk. They kind of teeter on the line of both of those genres very nicely and have been a band since about, I think, 2019, 2020, or at least that's when I discovered them with their early EP, Service Weapon. And since then, I've kind of kept up with them, you know, on my own personally. And then I started my channel, started covering them with their last big album called Satisfaction. And they actually came and played here in Korea back in 2023. They headlined a small festival out here called Rampage Fest. And I think I also saw them at LDB Fest. Really great guys. They're very, very humble, very cool, very chill, play really hard, and, you know, give all their energy when they're doing a live show. So mad respect to them on that. And yeah, I think if I'm correct, they're signed to Triple B Records right now, or they were, and I think this new album was released on Closed Casket Activities. Correct me if I'm wrong. And with this latest EP, Spy is delivering their signature style of distorted, no-nonsense hardcore, but they're taking some risk here by slowing things down a little bit by having some slower and hypnotic moments on this EP. While their raw and abrasive style remains intact here, certain tracks tend to blend together, and due to this, there's a lot of similar structures and pacing choices that are quite noticeable. The EP kicks off with the song On the Brink. It's a very explosive opener track driven by some really heavily distorted guitars and thick and fuzzed out bass tuning, and the drums are very simple but very punchy, giving like the track a very strong groovy feel. And from what I can tell, I think this might be one of the strongest, if not the strongest track on this EP, that I feel like they play a lot live and a lot of people gravitate, and I can understand that. So I want to play a clip of On the Brink for you. You hear how those drums are very punchy and just has that really tight groove to it. Stay in Your Lane takes a different approach here by, you know, taking things a little bit slower with a more impactful drumming sound before locking into a very hypnotic and looping guitar riff. And while it still maintains that Spy signature aggression, it leans more into that drawn out feel that you're gonna really see on this EP. It's really setting the tone for the slower moments on this EP. So I wanna play a clip of Stay in Your Lane so you get a sense of just that slow, more, I guess, calculated, menacing sound they're going for with this track. This is the first time they have some slower moments on this album, and it's not too bad. By the time Dim rolls around, the looser drum patterns and sluggish riffs really start to weigh things down. The bass remains thick and commanding, but as the EP goes along, there's a little bit of a dip in energy. This carries over into Void of Passion, which, you know, opens up with a very solid bass line and a very extended use of ringing out guitars. The groovy and mesmerizing feel here works much better than the earlier track Dim, but as the EP goes along, they continue to slow down the pace. So I'm going to give you a sample of Void of Passion so you get a sense of that groovy bass line and just mesmerizing stuff they're putting out here. Very groovy. This sludgy atmosphere is even pushed further on the song Overlord, where the tempo almost drags almost too much for, what Spy is known for in terms of like their intensity. So I understand they probably wanted to switch things up a little bit, but I feel like they might have done a little bit more hurt than anything by doing too many slow moments. The slower moments seem cool in theory, but they don't always work out in practice or when you try and flesh them out, because it's making a lot of the songs just feel like, you're glossing over. You can just kind of go on autopilot when you listen to them. Unless that's what they're going for, then they did a great job. The lingering, drawn out guitars remain present on this track, but unlike Void of Passion, the execution just doesn't really land that well on this track. Quit the Act closes things out, continuing that theme of ringing out guitars, but compared to the earlier songs here, they seem to be a bit more energetic and have a bit of a fiery feel to it, especially with just how punchy and punkish the drums are helping the song like just sound better. The drum and bass really do a good job of pushing the song forward and keeping it from sounding too repetitive compared to earlier tracks. While the EP, tends to blur together at times, towards the end with this track, it really helps bring back some of that rawness and aggression and intensity that Spy is known for, and helps it stand out more. Seen Enough sticks to what Spy does best, and that is distorted, aggressive hardcore with a murky, blown out sound. It might sound bad, but that's like what they're good and what they're known for, and they do a good job of it. While some of the slower moments on here definitely feel more hypnotic and groovy, others tend to drag the energy down instead of adding to the overall weight of the EP and the band's sound. Still, when the band leans more into their natural intensity and deliver that raw sound that they're known for, that unfiltered energy that everyone wants from them, they can't lose. But it's a bit of a balancing act here. There's some good, there's some bad here. And overall, I wouldn't say their best work, but it's still okay. So I would give this latest EP from Spy a nice and decent 7 out of 10. Links down below. Tell me what you think about this EP. Give me some recommendations. Always appreciate it. And until next time, guys, see you in the pit.